Welcome to this day in history. We are live and making it happen. It is the 27th of December. Let's go right to it. So we are changing it up a little bit today. I'm not editing anything, so we get to go looking and you guys get to see it as I see it, same time and everything. So we'll go right down the line. Alright, it is the 361st day of the year. 4 days remaining in the year. That's what we got going on. The Hagia Sophia is completed in 537. And then in 1512, the Spanish crown issues the laws of Burgos, governing the conduct of settlers with regard to native Indians in the New World. Very interesting, and I wonder how long. I wonder what were in those laws. That will be something interesting to read. In 1521, the Wicked prophets arrived in Wittenberg, disturbing the peace and preaching the apocalypse. And here we are in 2017. Martin Luther is held in protective custody at the Wartburg Castle at this time. He is later released and able by his preaching to regain the peace. In 1657, the Flushing Remonstrance is signed. In 1703, Portugal and England signed the Thune Treaty, which gives preference to Portuguese wines into England. It's all about the wine, folks. In 1814, the American schooner USS Carolina is destroyed. It is the last of Commodore Patterson's makeshift fleet that fought the series of delaying actions which contributed to Andrew Jackson's victory in the Battle of New Orleans. Now, you guys might note that a few days ago, we talked about the War of 1812 ending, and here we have still fighting, and the Battle of New Orleans was fought after the war was over. There you go. In 1831, the HMS Beagle, with Charles Darwin on it, he begins to formulate his theory of evolution on the Beagle. In 1836, the worst ever avalanche in England occurs in Sussex, killing 8 people. In 1814, journalist John L. O'Sullivan, writing his newspaper for the New York Morning News, argues that the United States had a right to claim the entire Oregon country by right of manifest destiny. 1918, the Great Poland Uprising against the German begins. 1918. In 1927, Showboat, considered to be the first true American musical, opens in the Zinefield Theater on Broadway. 1929, Soviet General Secretary Joseph Stalin orders a liquidation of the kulaks as a class. In 1932, Radio City Music Hall, the showplace of the nation, opens in New York City. In 1945, the International Monetary Fund is created with a signing by 29 nations. The Cave of the Swallows, 1966, known as the largest cave shaft in the world, is discovered in Mexico. The Apollo program, Apollo 8, splashes down in the Pacific Ocean. Not specific. It was a specific ocean because it was the Pacific. Okay. Ending in the first orbital man mission to the moon. Spain becomes a democracy after 40 years of fascist dictatorship in 1978. 1979, the Soviet Union invades the Democratic Republic of Afghanistan. In 1983, Pope John Paul II visits a prison and personally forgives the man who shot him in St. Peter's Square. Palestinian guerrillas kill 18 people inside the airports of Rome, Italy, and Vienna, Austria, 1985. 89, the Romanian Revolution begins as the last minor street confrontations and stray shootings end in the capital of Bucharest. Some of these names are just fun. 1996, Taliban forces retake the strategic Barem airfield, which solidifies their buffer zone around Kabul, Afghanistan. 1996. We were not in a war in 1996 with them, so there you go. Now, I'll copy that. Okay. 1997, Protestant paramilitary leader Billy Wright is assassinated in Northern Ireland. We'll go to 2007, where we had another assassination of Benazir Bhutto, former Pakistani Prime Minister. 2007 was shot. Then we have 2007 riots in Kenya after a presidential election. I'm so glad I live in America. We don't have riots yet. We almost did. 2008, Operation Cast Lead. Israel launches a 3-week operation on Gaza. And 2009, protest in Tehran, Iran, because of the election there. Alright, so we're going to go to some births now. And like I said, we are not cutting it out of what's going on. So we'll talk about 1350 when John I of Oregon was born. Johann Kepler, born in 1571. We'll kind of go through the list. Louis Pasteur, 1822. Kind of famous guy. A lot of these people are famous for whatever reason. They have a Wikipedia. We get the page. Marlene Dietrich, born 1901. There you go. Mary Howard, writer, born 1907. Anna Russell, singer-actress, born 1911. Bruce Hobbes, known for being a jockey and trainer of some of the greatest horses of all time, born 1920. Scotty Moore, 1931. Michael Turnbull, 1935. David Shepard, 1940. Cookie Roberts, happy birthday to Cookie Roberts, born 1943. Mick Jones, born 1944. Bill Eadie, born 1947. Gerard Pardue, born 1948. Barbara Olson, happy birthday to Barbara, born 1955. David Kepler, David Knopfler. Some of these names are really hard, folks. 1952. Terry Price, 1960. I like the easy names. Bill Self, born 1962. Bill Goldberg, got to put a wrestler in there somewhere, 1966. And then Sarah Vowell, 1969. China was born in 1970. Savannah Guthrie, amazing. I love watching her on TV. She was born in 1971, so happy birthday to Savannah. Oh, we got some awesome, cool birthdays. Heather O'Rourke, happy birthday to Heather, born 1975. Chris Tate, born 1977. Carson Palmer, 1979. So yeah, Carson Palmer is a great football player. Haley Williams, born 1988. And we might as well give a little bit of love to newer actor Timothy Chalamet, born 1995. He is up for a Golden Globe. There you go. All right, and we got some deaths going on here too. Ones that are we like to bring up because they're just kind of important to life. Stephen F. Austin, 1836, he passed away. It happens all the time where we run into this list and there's a whole bunch of people. I don't know most of them. I did say Billy Wright passed away in 1997. Besimir Bhutto, 2007. Harry Carey Jr., 2012. Norman Schwarzkopf, 1912 or 2012. He passed away. Dave Henderson, great baseball player, passed away. Stevie Wright passed away in 2015, and Carrie Fisher died this day in 2016. So it is Constitution Day in North Korea. It is St. Stephen's Day in Romania, and it is the third of the 12 days of Christmas in Western Christianity. So enjoy that. Have fun with that. It is a great day here as we tackle this day in history on thescottshow.com. We have our own .com, thescottshow.com. Check it out. And we will see you guys very soon on the Scott Show podcast.